So I keep hearing about these Occupy events, where unemployed, overeducated hipsters gather to protest the evils of corporate greed. But just what the hell is corporate greed? Seriously, what business doesn't want to make a profit? And why would you be out protesting this unless you were unemployed and had absolutely nothing better to do? If you really wanted to change the system, wouldn't you want to boycott these evil corporations? Well, here's how it really is with these self-righteous, morally indignant hypocrites. I bring you a day in the life of an Occupy Wall Street participant. Dakota is a 26-year-old female. She's wearing clothes made by J. Crew and sandals made by Keen. She sends a text message to her friend Marin, who is a 23-year-old male. Dakota uses an iPhone with AT&T Wireless as her provider, and Marin receives the message on a Samsung phone with Verizon Wireless as his provider. Are you going to the event tomorrow? Sure am. Great, let's meet at the Starbucks at 10 Hanover Square and go from there. Be sure to spread the word. Marin lives with his parents because he's been unable to find a job since college. Fortunately, his father works for ad agency BBDO in Manhattan, so it's not a burden on the family. He boots up his Dell laptop with Intel inside, running Windows 7. He logs onto Facebook and sends a message to all of his friends about tomorrow's demonstration through the internet and countless Cisco routers. This is going to be a fun social or political event. Meanwhile, Dakota is at Kinko's, making signs with provocative anti-corporation proclamations on 3M poster board. She pays for these using a Bank of America Visa and pops in for a Jamba Juice on the way home. The next morning, they meet up and head down to Wall Street. Simon, a 22-year-old college student, joins them. He thought ahead and brought some Coleman camp chairs for them to share. Also, Simon smokes Marlboro Lights. Dakota brought some healthy snacks she purchased at Whole Foods. And it might get chilly that evening, so she brought a coat that she purchased at the Gap. In addition to their commitment to fighting corporate greed, Dakota, Marin, and their friends are gathering to fight social inequality. Of course, on their way from Starbucks to Wall Street, they passed 3 homeless people and didn't give them any spare change, or even look them in the eye for that matter. But hell, helping the less fortunate isn't their job, is it? So here's my editorial. First, don't go out and demonstrate for causes you really don't understand. Just go get a job. Second, when you reach the age where you're actually willing and able to support yourself, you might have a 401k, in which case you'll realize that this corporate greed that you demonstrated against when you were young, stoned, and unemployed is actually a good thing. And third, if you really want social justice, go out and volunteer. Do something. Help someone. Give a little of yourself instead of expecting the government to do it all for you. And one more word about social inequality. Do you think that the Chinese slave laborers who built your iPhone are really getting a fair shake? Or what about the Vietnamese children who made your J. Crew clothes? It's your consumerism that's driving the social inequality that you're out protesting. This whole Occupy movement is really kind of dumb. You people will never give up your toys or your conveniences or even make the slightest modifications in your lifestyle in the name of social justice or ending corporate greed. You're naive enough to think that yelling and holding up signs is actually going to make a difference. The 90%ers out there, those of us who have jobs, are laughing at you. And by the way, I've seen footage of the locations after your demonstrations. On top of everything, you're all a bunch of litter bugs. Thank you.